Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist and weather forecast, and welcome back to another video, guys. This video is going to be a bit different. It's going to be a U.S. forecast, as you can tell by the title, and we're going to be talking about why it's so hot and when this super warm air, when the heat will go in your area, and when will we finally have some before fall air temperatures and fall temperatures. So, guys, if you guys want to know all the information based on temperatures and all that. And we're also going to do we're also going to be looking at the radar too, and we're also going to be looking at all the things we have to look at, the radar, precipitation, all that. So we're not just going to be looking at temperatures. So guys, if you guys want to know all that, then stay tuned for the video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Alright guys, so as you can tell, we're first going to be looking at the National Weather Service. We're not going to be focusing on all these flash flood things. We're going to be looking at, since we're going to be talking about the heat and all these warm temperatures, we're going to be focusing on this because we do have a lot of heat advisories for parts of the Carolinas, for the near the Raleigh area, and for the northern part of South Carolina. And we also do have another area for the southern part of California next to the Los Angeles area. We have a heat advisory. And then we also have another heat advisory for the Minneapolis area. So we are having widespread warm temperatures across much of the area. 1, 2, let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4 areas that have heat advisories. And then we have a lot of areas in the South Dakota and Iowa area with heat advisories too. We also have excessive heat warnings for parts of southern, near the San Diego area, and for parts of the Phoenix area. So we actually have a huge heat waves here for the Arizona. We have just a lot of warm temperatures here, and that's why we have excessive heat warning, guys. So that's showing you it's really, really warm there. So that's what we're seeing here based on like the warm temperatures, or a sign of the warm temperature for the National Weather Service. So now we're going to be looking at, so this is going to be part of the U.S. forecast. We're going to be looking at all the temperatures right after this. So we're going to just be quickly looking at the radar, because I just thought I'll get the radar out of the way. So as you can tell, we're just going to have this very, very heavy rain, especially for the Memphis area because of Barry. And we are going to have some rain showers out here for the Ohio Valley and for parts of the Midwest. If we go all by the next 3 days, Barry, or the remnants of Barry, would bring very, very heavy rain from the northeast all the way to the southeast. So it's going to be basically most of the East Coast will be getting very heavy rain, especially parts of the Pennsylvania, New York area. And then we also have very, very heavy rain, possibly severe weather for southern Minnesota and Iowa on the 18th of July. So again, this is 3 days from now. Now we're going all the way to the next 114 hours. Barry will be moving out there. We're going to have not much weather here. It's going to have some rain out there in the southeast and some rain showers for parts of the Midwest, of the Ohio Valley. And then by the 22nd of July, we will have some more rain for the southeast. We're going to have very, very heavy rain for the Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi area, and then some rain for the Orlando area. Really light, though, and then we could have some more rain out here for the western part of the country and the northern plains. Again, not going to be a huge amount of rain. Basically, you're just going to have some scattered rain showers for the East Coast and all that. And they're going to disappear really, really fast. So we have some more rain showers out here for the East Coast, and then for parts of the northern plains and the western part of the country. And then by the next 10 days, it should be gone, but we will have possibly some widespread rain showers here by the next 10 days. On the 25th of July, we're going to have very, very heavy rain for the mid-Atlantic, and also some very, very heavy rain for parts of the plains in the northwest. So that was quickly what we're looking at the radar. So now we're going to be looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook. So this is going to be looking at the really, really warm temperatures. So as you can tell, over 50% of the United States right now is having really, really warm temperatures, especially parts of the southeast and for the south central. We have up to possibly 5 to 6 degrees above average for the southern tip of Texas. And then we do have a big area stretching from the southeast to the Ozarks all the way to the mid-Atlantic, and then also for the northwest. But as you can tell, we are going to have some slightly below average temperatures for parts of the northwest, but we will have some really, really warm temperature, possibly up to 2 to 4 degrees above average for the Oregon, Nevada, and Idaho area. For this is average for the next 8 to 14 days. And then we will have some more warm temperatures for the Louisiana area, the Tennessee Valley area. So we're just going to have really, really warm temperatures for these areas, especially right here for this, the Texas Valley area, and also for the southeast, but the very, very southern part of the southeast. But again, that's what it's looking like there. And then we could have some below average temperatures all the way for the northern part of the northeast, for the northern Maine and the northern part of New Hampshire, Vermont, is where we can actually see 1 to 2 degrees below average. So they will be enjoying that. And then for the for the Buffalo area and Burlington area and Concord, New Hampshire, we will be seeing slightly below average temperatures. And then for the other half of the United States, stretching from parts of the southwest to the northern plains to the mid-Atlantic, we could see being near average temperatures there. So again, guys, this does not mean it's going to be above average every single day. It's just average for the next 8 to 14 days. So one day you might see a degree below average. So now we're going to be looking at the precipitation really fast too. So we're actually going to have above average precipitation out here for the south central. This is also because of Barry brought more than 2 feet of rain. So we are going to have above average precipitation also for the next 8 to 14 days with heavy rain showers that we saw on the radar coming for the southeast. So we will see possibly over 50% chance for above average precipitation for the southern tip of Texas. So it is going to be very, very warm, but also pretty wet. So it's very good instead of being warm and dry. And then we will have very, very a very good chance of having above average precipitation for the Utah and Arizona area and next to the Four Corners. And then other chance in the Denver area and the Cheyenne area. We'll have another chance for more precipitation for the Pacific Northwest, for the Washington area, and for northern northern Idaho. We will be having a lot of dry conditions out there. We're going to have very warm temperatures and dry conditions there. So it's the usual summer, but I think it's going to be very, very dry there. The rain we're really going to have is over here into the parts of the plains in the north and the west part of the country that we saw on the radar. And then we're actually going to have other dry conditions out here for the northeast, especially for parts of the Ohio Valley and northeast and parts of the Midwest. So from Wisconsin, from Missouri, all the way to the Vermont area and the New England area, we will be seeing below average precipitation. It's kind of weird because we're seeing a lot of rain showers coming in these areas. So now we're going to be looking at the tropical tidbits forecast model here. So as you can tell, by today, this is going to be for the 12th of July. Sorry, this was the 12th of July, so we're going to go actually up to date. Let me press something here to get it up to date. So now we're going to get it up to date. So today's the 15th of July. So today we are seeing cooler temperatures for parts of the southern part of the country. For the Ozarks, we're actually going to be seeing up to 5 degrees below average for northern Arkansas. We're also going to be seeing some cooler temperatures for the Mississippi area, only about 1 degree or 2 degrees below average. And then again, we are having those cooler temperatures for the northeast, possibly up to 5 to 6 degrees below average for northern New Hampshire. We're going to have some cool temperatures there. And then we will be seeing very cool temperatures for the Denver or the Colorado area for 12 degrees below average. But if we get out of the way, we do have warm temperatures for much of the country, though. We have very, very warm temperatures out here for the upper plains here. We can actually get up to 7 to 8 degrees above average for Minnesota and in the Duluth area. And then we can see, again, the same amounts for South Dakota. And then we'll be seeing above average precipitation for the Southwest, possibly 5 degrees above average. And then we will be seeing above average temperatures, 3 degrees above average for some areas in the Richmond area. But, guys, that's only today. If we go the next couple of days, we will be seeing even warm temperatures, up to 12 degrees above average for the Duluth area. We will be seeing these cooler temperatures start to get into the northwest, but we will have this ridge forming right here that will be blocking it and bringing in some warm temperatures for the Midwest, and then some slightly above average temperatures for about 2.5 to 2 degrees above average for the southeast. So it's not that bad for the southeast right now, but as we go more into the 17th of July, it's going to get really, really warm. It's going to get really, really hot for the central part of the country. So for this area, for the plains, we will be seeing actually up to 14 degrees above average for the Kansas City area and the Omaha area. And then we'll be seeing warmer temperatures for much of the East Coast now, up to 6 degrees to possibly 4 degrees above average for the Richmond area and in the Virginia West Virginia border. And then we'll be seeing slightly above average temperatures for the Southwest, but we'll have some more cooler temperatures staying the Northwest for a little bit. If we go all the way into the 19th of July, guys, it gets even worse. We're going to be seeing really widespread warm temperatures, guys, actually up to possibly 14 to 16 degrees above average for the Detroit area and for the Nebraska area. We're going to have a huge area stretching much of the United States. We'll be having above average. Ohio and Indiana can actually get more than 7 degrees above average. And Nebraska, Colorado, and Iowa and Wisconsin, they will be getting very warm temperatures, as the Northwest will be getting cooler temperatures. And then the most southern part of the country can still get above average by only 2 to 3 degrees above average. Still not a whole lot above average, but it's still going to be above average for a very long time. We go now even more into the 20th of July, guys. Does not get any better. We have very warm temperatures spreading to the northeast, getting up to 14 degrees above average for many areas in the parts of the New England area. And then for the parts of the plains, as we go on more, we're just going to see warmer temperatures coming in. We're going to have this ridge start to move a bit more to the south, so we will have very cooler temperatures. So if you guys want to know when those cool temperatures will come in, we're going to have very cool temperatures come in the 22nd of July. We're going to actually 10 degrees below average. And then this ridge does block out the warmer temperatures only for the East Coast. And then for the Northwest, we will be having above average precipitation now, because the bridge does switch it up. So then we'll be seeing cooler temperatures up to 10, 12 degrees below average for many areas of the United States. But again, the warm temperature will be lasting a very long time now, until the 25th or 22nd of July. So we're going to be looking at real-time temperatures now, because you guys want to know, what's the temperature really going to be for the next couple of days or one afternoon. So this afternoon, guys, the highs for many areas are really warm. So we are going to have up to 106 degrees for parts of the southern part of California. And then for much of the southeast, we'll be seeing some very low 90s and upper 80s. If we go into tomorrow, it does look even worse for parts of the south west, still over 100 degrees. We're going to get close to 100 degrees for the mid-Atlantic areas. And then generally, we'll be seeing some low 80s and high 70s for many of the areas in the Midwest. But guys, you're really going to see these temperatures change really, really fast. So here we go. The ridge will be coming in. And look at this, guys. Look at this. 112 degrees 112 degrees for parts of the San Diego area. Sorry, I cannot say it. And look at this. Up to 100 degrees for much of the plains, all the way to Kansas. And then we can see some very high 90s for Nebraska, and then some very high 90s for the Sierra Mountains, which is not really a good sign. But guys, it's going to get even warmer. Look at this, guys. The ridge really changed it up. We're going to have some very high 90s, actually up to 100 for the Savannah area. And then we're going to see up to 104 degrees for Oklahoma, and then some more hundreds in the Southwest. Let's go more into later in the week. So by the 18th of July, it's getting very close to the end of this warm streak, but we are still going to have up to some very high 90s, and then we're still going to see some very high 90s and low 100s for many areas in Kansas. So Kansas and the Missouri area, Missouri can be seeing up to 92 degrees, but look at this. 101 degrees for the Richmond area, guys. That is not what you want to see there. 96 for the Atlanta area. Then we're having some 100 stretching to the Panama City area. The warmer temperatures stretch more to the north, giving Nebraska up to 97 degrees, and then up to some 99s and 100s in southern Texas. And then if we go more into the week, still 102 for Richmond. Actually have some high up to 100 degrees, guys, for New York City, and then some 96 to 100 for Jacksonville, and then still 102 and 99 degrees, guys. It's still going to be very, very warm. But as this ridge does come in, these temperatures start to drop a lot. We're going to see 70s now in the plains. Look at this, guys. Look at these highs now. We do have the cooler temperatures come in later by the 22nd of July. Look at these highs, some 70s now. So by the 23rd of July, that's when we do have the cooler area come in. But guys, this warm air will really stay here for a long time. And then it should bring in some even warmer temperatures once this ridge switches to the east part of the country. It brings even warmer temperatures up to 110 degrees for parts of the southwest. And we're just going to be seeing this happening a lot. So now we're quickly going to be looking at the European one now for this. So we're going to see, again, these warmer temperatures. This one does show a slightly less warmer than expected for many, but we're going to have up to 2 to 4 degrees above average for many of the areas. See, basically east to the plains, and then we're going to have these cooler temperatures for the northwest for a little bit until the ridge changes. By the 27th of July, you do see less above average temperatures. Now you see only like 1 to 2 degrees above average, and we have a lot of scattered areas with average temperatures. By the 5th of August, we do have not so much warmer temperatures really. So it has some scattered cool temperatures out there for the northeast. And then we go back to the 17th of August. We are going to have more warmer temperatures into the northern plains, and then basically average temperatures for the southeast and for the also for the western part of the country. And then by the 25th of July, this is really not going to be trustworthy all the way to the 25th of July, but it is still looking to be warm temperatures there. And then we're going to be looking at the real-time temperatures here too. Aren't really different though, but again, the next 18 hours, we will be seeing a maximum of 110 degrees out here for the southwest, and when we'll be seeing these high 90s and mid 90s for the southeast. We go the next 72 hours, you do see 113 maximum, which is right here at the southwest. This is where we really see the extreme of the warm temperatures. We had these 100s again right here for parts of the plains, and then we get to even warmer, guys. We do have 113 degrees again for the maximum. So we have 101 degrees there for parts of the plains. We are having some low 90s out there into the southwest, and then very high 100s there, actually 110. And then as we go later on, the temperatures get even worse. The maximum does decrease, but it gets a lot more widespread as we go to the 23rd of July. And then it should get not really any better based on this model. It does not show it getting any better, up to 104 degrees, and then 104 degrees for the Sierra Mountains, and then some 70s and 60s out there for the northeast as it does cool down. Same thing with the northern plains. That ridge does change it up. Now we're going to be quickly looking at the precipitation. This one does not really take a long time, but you're just going to see, of course, we're going to see above average precipitation here. Or we're going to be looking at the precipitation there a lot there because of Barry, and you're just going to see it, the follow-up pattern there. And then once as Barry ends up into the northern Atlantic, we do have some drier conditions get into the parts of the Ohio Valley and plains. And then later on, we do have some scattered. Once we go a week away from today, it does get really scattered for the precipitation. But I just want to know, you guys, that we are going to have very high precipitation for parts of the Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic, and then we'll have some drier conditions out here. By the 25th of July, we'll be seeing some drier conditions out there for the plains, and then by the 2nd of August, it does get really scattered. This is not really something really good to explain. Now, the last thing we're going to be looking at is the precipitation. Maximum's a foot, and that's right here. A foot possibly left for Memphis and northern part of Mississippi. Again, very, very dry for parts of the Texas area, and very, very dry for the west. So that's why we did see 8 to 14 day outlook, very dry for those areas. And then we are going to see some scattered little areas into the northern plains with 4 to 5 inches of rain. And then not much rain with Barry for the northeast, and not much rain for the southeast either. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys like this different video, because tropical depression, Barry, it really isn't a big deal anymore. I know there's flooding and all that, but I already did an upload on that today. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and bye.